We've poisoned them, swatted them, and cursed their very existence. But what if the answer to the mosquito menace wasn't just getting rid of them but erasing them entirely? Today, we're swatting at a question that's bugged humanity for ages. What if we killed all mosquitoes? Would humanity be better off? Now, before you start cheering at the thought of itch-free summers, first off, let's get one thing straight. Mosquitoes are everywhere, and we're talking about wiping out over 3,500 species across the globe. That's a lot of bug spray. Immediate benefits. So what happens when we Thanos snap these tiny vampires out of existence? Buckle up, because things are about to get wild. Let's start with the obvious: no more mosquito bites. Say goodbye to those itchy welts and the constant slapping we do at summer barbecues. Sounds great, right? Health impact. But here's where it gets really interesting. Mosquitoes aren't just annoying, they're deadly. These little buggers are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on the planet. Malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, all gone in an instant. We're talking about saving over 700,000 lives every year. That's like wiping out the entire population of Denver, Colorado. Imagine the impact on global health and economies, especially in tropical regions. But hold on to your bug zappers, because we're just getting started. Remember how we said there are over 3,500 species of mosquitoes? Well, only about 200 of those actually bite humans. The rest? They're out there doing mosquito things, like pollinating plants and being food for other animals. Pollination and food chain. That's right, mosquitoes are pollinators. Not as good as bees, mind you, but they do their part. Arctic orchids, for example, rely heavily on mosquitoes for pollination. No mosquitoes? Say goodbye to these frosty flowers. Now, let's talk about food chains. Mosquitoes and their larvae are all-you-can-eat buffets for a variety of animals. Fish, birds, bats, frogs, they all feast on these flying nuisances. Take the mosquito fish, for example. This little guy eats up to 100 mosquito larvae per day. No mosquitoes? These fish might be in trouble. And it's not just small fry. Migratory birds often fatten up on mosquitoes before their long journeys. Without this easy food source, some might not survive their trips. Human population impact. But wait, there's more. Remember those 700,000 lives we're saving each year? Well, that's going to lead to a population boom, especially in developing countries. More people means more mouths to feed, more resources needed, and potentially more strain on the environment. Evolutionary considerations. And let's not forget about all those mosquito-borne diseases. They've been a major factor in human evolution. Some scientists think that diseases like malaria have helped shape the human genome, leading to traits like sickle cell anemia, which provides some protection against malaria. Without this evolutionary pressure, who knows how human genetics might change in the long run? Now you might be thinking, surely we can just replace mosquitoes with something else in the food chain, right? Well, it's not that simple. Ecosystems are incredibly complex, and removing a species, even one as pesky as mosquitoes, could have unforeseen consequences. Some scientists argue that nature would adapt, with other insects filling the ecological niches left by mosquitoes. Others warn of potential ecosystem collapses. The truth is, we just don't know for sure. Ecology is a bit like a game of Jenga. Remove the wrong piece, and the whole thing might come crashing down. Possible eradication methods. But let's say we decide to go ahead with our mosquito genocide. How would we even do it? Current methods like insecticides and introducing sterile males have had limited success. Some scientists are working on more high-tech solutions, like genetically modifying mosquitoes to produce only male offspring. But scaling this up to a global level, that's a whole other can of worms, or should we say larvae. Risks of eradication. And here's a scary thought. What if our mosquito killing method had unintended consequences? What if it affected other insects, or even made its way up the food chain? We could be looking at an ecological disaster of biblical proportions. So where does this leave us? Well, as much as we might hate these blood-sucking pests, Mosquitoes are a part of our world's complicated ecological tapestry. Removing them entirely could unravel that canvas in ways we can't fully predict. Maybe instead of trying to wipe them out, we should focus on better ways to control mosquito populations and prevent disease transmission. After all, coexistence might be better than ecological Russian roulette. If this video made you think twice about swatting that next mosquito, hit that like button and subscribe to Think Beyond for more mind-bending thoughts. But what if instead of mosquitoes disappearing, they suddenly grew to the size of house cats? Now that sounds like a story for another Think Beyond. Until next time, keep questioning, keep imagining, and keep thinking beyond.